Hello, my Tauruses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie, and of course, I'm Debbie. Now, I'm reading for December 29th, 2023 to January 4th, 2024. So, a lot of new opportunities will be coming up, and Jupiter will be going direct in your sign. So, watch for those opportunities, look for them, and I feel like you have, because remember back in 2019, we took kind of a step backwards, and I feel like this is the time for you to leap forward. Now remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So let's see what we have. Yeah, I feel like you are ready. You are ready to move. You are ready for some changes. The changes you have been going through, it's like you've been setting the stage, and you have been making your preparations. And it's like, okay, if you're not ready now, it's like, am I gonna be ready? Okay, when will I ever be ready? So we have the Five of Raphael jumping out. So there's some changes in how you're looking at something, changes in how you're kind of looking at some of that past and thinking, you know what, there was some rough times, but there's also coming to an acceptance of a lot of this. Like, okay, I've learned, what lessons have I learned? Let's move forward. Let's not take time. Let's not take time to repeat any of those lessons, okay? So let's see what else we have here. Higher power, Holy Spirit. What else do you have for our Tauruses? Again, these two cards fell out, or they popped out. So let's see what we might have here. All right, these two are reversed. To me, reversed has a strong message to say. Now we have a 5. Change. Could be positive, could be negative. Raphael, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer and Pisces are the big one. Scorpio's sting is lessening. Scorpio's transformation is moving beyond, okay? You're getting farther, and I know Scorpio is your mirror, but Scorpio's energies are softening. They're not as in your face as they once were. Okay, my Tauruses, you are taking, you're taking that bull by its horns. You are now grasping that new change, and you're ready to move forward. Now, the Five of Raphael talks about learning what you've done, learning from your past, learning from the emotional ups and downs, learning that, okay, maybe I went through some hard times. Maybe I did not want to go through those hard times, but now I know I have a little clearer direction in what I want out of my life, okay? Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So even though this is a great time for a lot of opportunities, we're still going to have to do some of that work, okay? It's not just all going to be handed to us. The thing about it, my Taurus, nobody hands you anything, okay? Nobody hands you anything for free. You work for everything. And this is one of those times that you are going to continue to do that work, but the you're continuing to do that work, but you're closer to that outcome than you've ever been before, okay? So now we have the King of Gabriel. So King's underlying energy is air, it is swords, it is Aquarius, Gemini, it is also Libra. So we're kind of in a floating situation with that energy. We're coming closer to Aquarius. We had, we have Cancer full moon, we had a Gemini full moon. We've got a lot of different things moving forward with that, with that air energy. It is thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans, kind of hearing some news. But overall, we have Gabriel. Gabriel is fire, so we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius has some action. What did I say? Venus was going into Sagittarius. We still had Mercury and Mars in Sagittarius right now. So there is a lot of get up and go with that. Now we also have Aries. We also have Leo. Aries is in that north node pushing things through. Fiery energy, passionate energy, committed energy. Really going after what it is you want. So again, it's kind of like the Five of Raphael was kind of figuring out what you didn't want, because it's like, oh no, I don't want this. This is not good at all. This has been really rough, and now it's figuring out what is it that you do want. So the King of Gabriel, I love the King of Fire, King of Wands. He's ambitious, but he sees the big picture. He's a very good chess player, okay? You would think that, and that's part of that King of Swords, but he can anticipate the other people's moves. He can anticipate the other people's space, where they're, everything that they're going to be doing, 5, 6 steps out, okay? He sees that bigger picture. The other thing about this is the King of Gabriel, and this is a piece of advice, does not worry about the small stuff. He puts his mind on, this is where I'm going, this is what I want. The others will just fall into place. So King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So this is a time, my Capricorns, that it should feel like you are more in control or more in charge of your direction than you've been for quite a while. Okay, our next card is reversed, the Lovers. So we have a Lovers. This is a major arcana. This is Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the angel of healing. Healing can be financial healing. It could be spiritual. It could be emotional. It could be physical. It could be relationship healing too. So we have a 6. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you put into something. So the Lovers, a lot of times people see the Lovers, and it can mean about an emotional relationship that's going to another step. But generally speaking, when it's the Lovers, it kind of goes back to this 5 of Raphael, where you see where you've been, you see what you've done. And this is the healing that is coming from all of that pain and all of that turmoil that you had gone through for, I would say, for the last at least 4 years. So a lot of this is smoothing out that energy, smoothing out that pain, smoothing out the, why didn't things happen? Why did things fall through? And this is also about having more optimism in that future. So it's also learning to love yourself, and it's, loving yourself, but also letting go of some of the past, and, forgiving yourself, forgiving others too. So this has a very strong emotional energy. It is interesting because the full moon in Cancer is going to be all emotional energy around us. And again, it's just going to come to a point. I feel like there's some quiet reflection here with this Lover card also, as you decide, okay, I didn't want what I wanted back here. I've kind of come to terms. I need to see things bigger. I need to see things, as the possibilities of what they can be. And then the Lovers comes and says, I need to have some, I need to reflect, and I need to heal also. Okay. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Here we go. Can we get that a little bit clearer for you? Okay, there we go. And these are, it's always interesting because in the Lovers, other decks, they don't necessarily look to each other, but here they are. They are looking to each other. They are looking at the world. So again, I feel like there is a sense of coming into your own, but also kind of saying, okay, the past is the past. It happened. I accept that it's the past. I forgive myself for choices that I may or may not have made. I forgive others because I want to come. You don't come with a clean slate because if you came with a clean slate, it would be kind of like, you had to do everything over. You come with a lot of knowledge this time around and a lot of emotional growth, okay? But at the same time, this whole thing is putting you in that better place. I kind of get the 7 of Earth energy around you as like you're ready now. You're ready. You're more ready than you have ever been to take that next step. Okay? Okay. So again, I would kind of say that this is even, what is your next step? It could be, getting that house, starting that new job, taking that promotion, maybe even taking your own, maybe starting your own business. Okay? I would wait a little bit more until Mercury is direct. Well, Mercury is direct on that first second. So, maybe get the plans together and then take the actions maybe the next week after this. Okay. Let's see, higher power, Holy Spirit, what else do you have for our Tauruses? What else do you have for our Tauruses? 9. So this is the Hermit. Remember I told you about reflection? So we have a 9. 9 is, let's wrap it up, you've got everything you need. You have all the pieces. So we have a, we have kind of a Santa Claus vibe here, a giving vibe, a jolly vibe in many ways too. But the Hermit is following the light. The Hermit is searching and reaching out into, not necessarily into the physical world, but more into that metaphysical world. He has the guide. He has his stick. He also is prepared. He's not going into whatever this is unprepared. Now, this could be giftings though too. So the Hermit is taking, again, there's a lot of reflection this week, but in so doing, the reflection, it's really putting you, your hard work is, I don't want to say always over, because life in itself is hard, but the hard work, the hard part has been accomplished. You just now have to see how it all fits into this next step. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love in ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. Interesting with that. So you have a 5, 6, 9, 9, 6, 5. Okay, inspirational wisdom. Here we go. Let's see what the angels and fairies have to say. Also higher power. What else is there for our Tauruses? What do we have for our Tauruses? Taurus. Yeah, you've done a lot of complete steps. You've completed a lot of steps, my Tauruses. It's moving on. Here we go. My little rosebud. Oh, little Thumbelina. There we are. Do not allow other people's thinking to influence your own decisions. Realize that you have the power to do many things. Kind of goes back to that, you have, this is you stepping in, this is you taking your power back. Okay, let's go on here and see crystal or energy for my Tauruses. Here we go, my Tauruses. Let's see, what else do we have? What would be helpful? And remember, we're going to do the angel answer, so get your question ready. Here we go. Crystal or energy for my Tauruses. Okay, this one is reversed. Orange calcite. I'm looking around to see if I have orange calcite. I probably do. I just don't see it. It helps to boost self-esteem, express sexuality, psychological healing, energetic living. Orange calcite. Okay, one more card. This is our angel answers. Remember, I always say these are more for fun. Actually, the best way to do these, I have found, is doing them in a series of 3, and they kind of give you a whole sentence. But let's go on. Let's pull one out. Answers for my Tauruses. Answer for my Tauruses. Let's see. What do we have? What answer? What is a good answer? What answer do our Tauruses need to hear? Okay. Remain positive. Actually, that's a very good piece of advice. Okay, I know, because sometimes reflection can pull you down and like, oh, no. The lessons have been learned. You have resolved a lot of karma, my Tauruses, so remain positive. Things are moving. Okay, maybe not quickly as we want it to be, but we're human, and that never is as quick as we want it. Anyway, my Tauruses, do me that favor. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. If you're watching me on Rumble, rumble me. As always, though, my Tauruses, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye, and Happy New Year. And thank you all so much for everything that you have given me. Bye-bye.